Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Here on this channel we talk about everything to do with the African diaspora, politics, music, life, love and everything in between. So if you're interested in those topics, then like, share and subscribe, and remember to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I have another video. So today we're going to be talking about what has gone wrong in Nigeria. And most of you know that Nigeria is facing several crises right now. They seem to be fighting several fires. And, a lot of people are now waking up and wondering, well, what went wrong? For the most part, most people or many people feel that ever since the 1914 Federation, Nigeria was kind of doomed, right, to fail. So Nigeria is, like many African countries actually, or let's say most, right, is a product of colonialism. It was, designed and shaped, to serve, in Nigeria in particular, it was designed to serve the British government and people, and really served as a way for Britain to develop, economically and industrially and so on and so forth. Nigeria is rich, like, many countries, like the Congo, rich in minerals, rich in oil and so on and so forth. That's why if you go to Nigeria, you've got, major companies like Shell that have, been accused of pretty much destroying the ecology of the Niger Delta, and oil spills and all kinds of shenanigans, and almost taking oil for peanuts, to be honest, because there's no development going on in those areas. But anyway, let's just skim the surface for a minute. At the moment, a lot of people are saying things along the lines of the reason why things are happening is because of the Fulani. It's because of the Fulani. It's because of, President Buhari. But yet, I don't personally remember a time when Nigeria was okay. Do you understand? It may have been okay, but it wasn't the best. Do you understand? I think a lot of people get confused by numbers. So because Nigeria has like a really great population, over 200 million people live in Nigeria, and they don't have an accurate census, so it's an average, right? It's an estimate. Nigeria has been known for many years as a giant of Africa, and I think that's kind of got to people's heads a little bit. And what you've had now is a country with an inflated ego, but a lot of issues, and only now do those issues, are really coming to the fore. So people are blaming the Fulani, people are blaming the president, and some people are just blaming the Constitution. Here's the thing, like, how many people have read the Constitution? Because if you actually read the Constitution, it's not all that bad if the government is actually following the Constitution. But they're not really, that's the thing. And I've not read the whole thing, I'm still reading it, it's quite long. But I would advise people to read that Constitution. Some people talk about the exclusive list, and that needs to be changed. Now, when you look at the exclusive list, it basically, all power kind of goes to the center. So, it means that individual states, and Nigeria has about 36, I think, individual states now, they can't really develop themselves because their minerals and their roads and are kind of owned by the federal government. So there's not much they can do. Having said that, each state does have a federal allocation. So each state is allocated money. Here's what I say about that. What is happening with that money that is being allocated to those states? The governors receive a hefty wage. They buy a large number of cars, not just one SUV, so they can drive over the holes in the road and things like that. They have to have a fleet of them if they can, right? Houses, cars, servants. So a lot of the money that should be going towards the development in the states isn't going there. Quite frankly, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere outside of the pockets of the governors. So then to turn around and blame the federal government for that, I don't think you can. In all honesty, you cannot blame the federal government for the failings of the governors. The only thing I would say is the federal government should be taking ensuring that there's transparency and a system in place to make sure that they can have some checks and balances with regards to what happens to the allocations. Nigeria is just too damn big, in the sense of, I think it's too big for any one person to manage. Now, even before this whole Fulani thing came up, and they were talking about killer herdsmen, Yoruba people were not saying nice things about Igbo people. Do you understand? So in a way, some people are being really disingenuous right now to imply that the reason for the ethnic tension and division is because of the Fulanis. There are Yoruba people that weren't allowed to marry Igbo women or men because of their ethnic tribe. True or false? Do you understand? So it's not just the Fulani. There is ethnic bigotry across the entire country, right? And this ethnic bigotry now, you found a scapegoat, you've got a scapegoat, people are doing despicable things, Fulanis, whether it's Yoruba, whether it's Igbo, it's across the board now. You just so happen to have, there just so happens to be a president who is a Fulani. He could have been Yoruba, he could have been Igbo, he could have been any one of the tribes. Do you understand? And what would you have said if he was Yoruba? That, oh, all Yorubas are a certain way or whatever. Governors make up, right? The governors are not all Fulani governors. Buhari may have made sure that he's got like key places like the chief of staff and so on and so forth. He may have made sure that they're Fulani, but that's because he doesn't want a coup. He's not stupid. He knows that should he mix and should he have too many people from different backgrounds, he's in a bit of a vulnerable position, Buhari knows all about coups, doesn't he? So he's probably doing it to protect himself. This is not to justify Buhari, because he's been annoying me anyway, really and truly. But this is to say that if you're talking about who created this mess in Nigeria, I'm going to have to say everybody in Nigeria has helped to contribute to the mess Nigeria is in now. I remember once a long time ago, someone said to me that if you moved all of Nigeria to London and all of London to Nigeria, in 2 years, London would be Nigeria and Nigeria would be London. What the person was saying was the mentality of the people needs serious repair, right? Let me know what you think. I don't want to make this too long. I want to get into the exclusive list because I think that's really important, and look at the Constitution, and maybe we can look at that together, because after all, right, it's meant to be the foundation bedrock of any country. So we can look at that another time, but let me know what you think. Do you think that everyone is kind of responsible for what's happening in Nigeria now? Or do you believe that, as a lot of people are saying, it's Buhari and it is the Fulani as an entire ethnic group? Let me know what you think. Peace.